Hey everybody, I ran into a hand this morning that seemed like a good one to talk about, so we're going to do a short video about that. Also have some fun recipe stuff for you. So I really like going out for sushi, and I love that edamame appetizer that you'll get sometime. So I figured out kind of a cool bridge theme edamame sauce that you can make. And I just get the bag of edamame from um, Wegmans will actually deliver stuff to you. I found out this neat little secret. So I like putting some edamame in my bag. And this works out a lot better than that steamed frozen edamame that you can find. Sometimes I've had really bad experiences with that. Anyway, enough about edamame. What you want to do to get a nice sweet and spicy sauce for this is we're going to take a bridge pattern 4432, and that's going to be the proportion of water, soy sauce, brown sugar, and vinegar. So you want 4 parts water, 4 parts soy sauce, 3 parts brown sugar, 2 parts vinegar. You stir that all up. You throw a little bit of oil in a saucepan, put it on medium heat, put the mixture in with the oil, throw some red pepper flakes in there, cook it down, reduction I think it's what it's called, for about 5 minutes. And then what I want you to do is put the edamame in a Tupperware container, pour that glaze over it, shake it up, and that is an awesome snack. So there's your 4432 bridge-themed snack of the day. Let's get on with the hand. This is board 6 from the common game that I played this morning with one Will Calmer. We were on defense. We sat east-west. And let's talk about what happened. So it went pass by east, pass by south, a spade by west. North has a 2-heart overcall. East has a 2 spade raise. Nothing interesting so far. What I'm going to suggest with the south hand is that you raise hearts, definitely. I think the hand with 4 trumps and with concentrated values and an ace and nothing wasted in the spade suit, I think the idea here is that I'm actually going to commit to game with this hand, and I want to let partner know that I've got some values. Okay, I've got good values for being a passed hand. I've got something to contribute to the defense in case he wants to do something like double them if they bid 4 spades over our eventual 4 hearts. So I'm not going to immediately bid 4 hearts here, as that might look to him, especially at this vulnerability, like I'm just bidding on garbage. So if I come to the conclusion that I'm willing to commit to 4 hearts with this, I've got what, 5, 6, 7 losers, and I know I've got 9 trump, and I talked about the other positive adjustment factors, which is nothing wasted in their suit, concentrated values, and a source of tricks in the club suit. I'm willing to commit to 4 hearts. And I also want to let partner know this isn't just based on shape. I've actually got nice defensive values too. I could contribute to a defense against 4 spades if it looks right to double that. Okay, so kind of in a sense, I'm setting up a forcing pass here, letting partner know that my raise to 4 hearts isn't just based on this vulnerability and the shape. So the idea I'm going to suggest here is you bid 3 spades with this. Partner, I have good heart support. I have a maximum passed hand, and I'm bidding this rather than 4 hearts. Both of them obviously commit us to 4 hearts, because I want you to know that I have a good hand in context. All right, so this will probably just go past 4 hearts. And if you look at the north and south hands, 4 hearts is kind of a 50-50 contract. Like, we could get the trumps to be 2-2, or the queen of hearts falling singleton, or perhaps a defensive miscue, which we'll get to in a second. 4 hearts is not a bad contract here. I would classify myself as indifferent about whether I were in 4 hearts or 2 hearts on these 2 hands. I don't really love being in 3 hearts when I can help it, because that just feels like no man's land to me. It's like you're a trick higher than the 2 level, and you're only a trick away from paying the game bonus. So anyway, let's talk about what happens on the defense here. That's kind of the key point of Lance's deep dive on board 6. If you are east, the correct card to lead here is small. In general, when we're leading from 3 cards, we lead small. So if you have heard the old wives' tale that you always lead the top card in partner suit. That is not a good way to do business. Okay, so definitely the standard lead here is the 3. If any of you guys are thinking, of course, I know that that's the right thing, I'm here to tell you, I looked at all the other tables that played this hand, and it was 85% leading the jack of spades on auctions that were substantially similar to this one. Okay, so the idea is you want to lead low, all right? And third hand is going to play lowest of equals. It's third hand high, but lowest of equals. And now is an important time to look at the dummy and ask ourselves if this is a active or passive hand for the defense. What I mean by that is we've got to ask ourselves if our tricks can be going away, or if the objective is just get out of our way, get out of our hand as safely as we can at every opportunity. Okay, so looking at that dummy, and my partner has made a single raise of spades. It certainly looks like he's probably got the jack here. I know partner basically has about one card. Like he either has the ace of clubs or the queen of hearts or the king of diamonds. He probably doesn't have more. He probably has one of those cards, one of those important cards, but not more than one. And you ask yourself, well, is there potentially any rush to get our tricks? And the answer is yes. That club suit is a big threat in the dummy. Like picture Declare with the ace of clubs and pulling trump and then running the clubs to throw away losers. Okay, so this is an active defensive hand. And the idea is we want to play a second spade, and then we're going to shift to a diamond. Okay, it's important to get our diamond trick going right now in case partner has the queen third of trumps or the ace of clubs. Okay, and if Declare had the king of diamonds the whole time, we never had any diamond tricks, and whatever we've got coming in clubs and hearts is going to come to us. It's not going away. When there are 5 clubs in the dummy, there's no way for any potential club trick that we have to evaporate. There's no rush to get that. What there is a rush to get is our 2 spade tricks and any potential diamond trick. So let's cash the ace of spades. Now my partner made actually a very thoughtful play here. He anticipated that our tricks might be going away, and he thought that it was possible that we needed a diamond lead from my side of the table. Like picture Declare with the queen of diamonds instead of my having the queen of diamonds. From his perspective, it looks like we need West to shift to a diamond through the queen into my king jack. That sets up an eventual diamond trick for us. And I know, looking at queen third of hearts, that I'm eventually getting in with a trump trick. Okay, or if Declare tries to run the club suits to pitch the diamonds, I can rough in there and cash our diamond. Anyway, he realized it's imperative that we play a diamond at trick 3, and he signaled with the jack of spades. Okay, an unnecessarily high card to suggest suit preference. Now, I was going to shift to a diamond anyway because I identified the dummy as a big threat in clubs, but I always appreciate partners who go out of their way to help me out. Okay, it's a no-cost play. The jack cannot be an important card. We've already seen the ace, king, queen. The 10x was in the dummy. The dummy's out of spades. We don't need our spades anymore for trick-taking purposes. We can use them for signaling. And all I did at this point was play a diamond. Actually, let's rewind 1 here. You will notice if we go to the double dummy, the non-diamonds are making and the diamonds are down 1. Okay, and you'll notice like Declare gets stuck with a diamond. If we punt at this point, I'll tell you what happened at most tables was they played a heart. Okay, and at that point, what happens is we haven't dislodged the ace of diamonds. Declare just plays, say, ace, king, and a heart, or takes the heart hook and wins the next one, and then runs the club suit to pitch all his diamonds. We've got to play a diamond before our partner's ace of clubs or queen of hearts or king of hearts, whatever card it is, whatever entry he has. We need to get our diamond trick going now because that's the suit we can see getting away from us on the clubs. It's always ask yourself on defense, whether it's passive or active. This dummy is get active, boy. Let's talk about a couple other mistakes I saw here, rewinding to the beginning of the hand. export this to table. If you made the mistake of, and we won't give an auction this time, it's just pass, 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 4 hearts. So we can get somebody on lead. If you make the mistake of leading the jack of spades at trick 1, and let's say your partner lets this hold, it's arguable that maybe he should overtake, but let's just say this happened, and we play spades at trick 2, the idea is to always return the highest of a doubleton remaining. Okay, so if you've raised in this auction, partner really ought to not think that you have only 2 of them originally, but when we're returning a suit from something like 9-3, the general idea is that we return high. So I wanted to point that out, that the general right card to return is high from a doubleton. Let's take a quick gander at the match points. For this, we're going to use the common game. This was common game from Wednesday, July 29th in the morning. And here, what we have here is the results distribution. You will notice that if they're in 4 hearts and make it, it is 89% for north-south. If they're in 4 hearts and go down 1, it's 18% for north-south. So 71% of the match points are riding on getting this defense right if they're in 4 hearts. If they're in 3 hearts, they're either going to get 140 or 170. 170 is 61%, 140 is 38%. So even if they're in a part score, and even if they're making, holding them to 3 like we're supposed to instead of letting them make 4, it's a 23% difference. Okay, so let's talk about the principles here before I let you go. Over tricks in match points, very important. Return the high card from a doubleton. When we're leading partner suit, we just lead the normal card that we would like all the time. From jack third, we lead small unless we've got some super interesting reason that we're not doing that. Okay, the right card to lead in partner suit from 3 cards to an honor is small. We had the suit preference signal where partner used his jack of spades to wake us up that a diamond lead might be necessary, and we checked our double dummy analysis. A diamond lead was definitely necessary to hold it to 9 tricks. Back to the auction, we talked about how South can use the Q bid to help partner out, like to commit to 4 hearts, but also let partner know that that raise is based on some defensive values, like the ace of diamonds and the king queen of clubs. Those would be cards that would be useful against 4 spades doubled also. So we always want to make bids that keep partner in the running. All right, so anyway, that's all I got. Figured I'd do this video for you since I was so inspired, and I'm off the hook for working tonight since baseball is still going on. I don't know how much longer that's going to happen, but I'm going to soak up all the baseball I can while it's going on. You got your 4432 recipe for how to make that spicy, sweet edamame sauce. And you got the Mariner's hat and the scuba diving behind me that indicates that this has been Lance's deep dive into board 6 from Wednesday morning, July 29th, the common game. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Talk to you soon.